We now call to order the July 28th meeting of the Cherokee County School Board of Trustees. At this time, we will stand with our Pledge of Allegiance, and we will remain standing for our invocation by Trustee DJ Matt B. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you for another opportunity for us to gather here tonight. Lord, I just pray for all the students, teachers, staff, everybody as this upcoming school year, Lord, that you'll bless their families and give them the means they need to get them to school safe and healthy. Bless our teachers and everybody involved with taking care of them, Lord, that we'll make decisions what's best for their future, Lord. I just thank you for this wonderful opportunity to be here tonight, and just ask that you lead, guide, and direct us in all we do. And it's in the mighty name of Jesus Christ I pray. Amen.
Amen. We ask for a motion to approve the board agenda.
I'll make a motion that we approve the board agenda.
Motion, Ms. Shackelford.
I'll second.
Second, Ms. Gallman, Mr. Greer. All those in favor? That is unanimous. Item number 4, strategic plan update. Dr. White.
So, thank you very much, board, for coming back in July. I know you don't normally meet in July, try not to, but we're right upon school starting, and we had a good many people to hire. And there are a couple of things that we need to get underway that we're required to do before school starts, and strategic planning is that briefing is one of those. So at this time, let me turn this over to the person who's spearheading this for us, and that's Dr. Dukes.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
So as you know, every 5 years, the State Department requires every school district in the state to submit a 5-year strategic plan. Actually, last year was our date to do that, but we did an extension for the superintendent search. So I just want to give you a high-level overview of that process. All right, why do we have a strategic plan? Several reasons. It is required by the Early Childhood Development Act, the Education Accountability Act, the Education Finance Act, and the South Carolina Regulation 43261. And it's also a part of our accreditation. So strategic planning encourages good community support input. It is keeping the main thing the main thing. It helps align the work of teachers, principals, staff, and the board, and it benefits students. Strategic plan does not exist to validate a job or department. It does not have conflicting priorities or goals. It does not include strategies that cannot be implemented, and it includes action plans outside of the control of the district. So it does not include action items outside the control of the school board. So it's focusing on continuous improvement. Where are we now based on available data? Where are we going based on resources? And how will we get there? It's a strategic plan. So including that planning includes measurable goals, research-based strategies, action items, and accountability. So the plan is structured like this. It's a framework which includes your belief, vision, and your mission. It includes the 4 goal areas that we have decided as a district: academic achievement, intentional talent and development, financial resources, and student services. They all include SMART goals along with strategies and action items. So our timeline here started June of 25. We are presenting this process to you. The principals will get a copy at tomorrow's principals meeting. We have community forums set up in Blacksburg and in Gaffney. I don't have those dates yet, but
18 and 19 August.
So we have done an enabling conditions survey. Our teachers completed that in May of 25. We currently have a stakeholder input survey out there for parents, community members, teachers, anyone who have a stake in Cherokee County Schools can complete that survey. So we're currently looking at data, we're analyzing data, we're bringing together teams, and we have decided on our vision and our tagline for our district for the next 5 years. So all of that will happen between June and August. From August to October, we will continue to look at data as departments. We will bring together our stakeholder team to review data and make recommendations. The survey will still be available. It will stay up as long as we need it to stay up. We're not gonna take it down. So if someone gives feedback in November, we're gonna take that as well. We will draft a framework of our SMART goals and present to principals. The Curriculum and Instruction Committee will review the framework and approve the framework and the goals, and then we will submit our SMART goals to schools. So around October, November, we will continue to review the goals. We will continue to identify strategies to meet the goals. We will develop action plans. We will develop a draft plan to share with you to review. We will submit that draft plan to the Curriculum and Instruction Committee, but also to the principals to review the plan as well. At that time, we will submit a draft of the plan to COGNIA, who's our accreditation organization. They will get a copy of it as well to see where we are. November to December, we will continue to get feedback and revise the plan. We will share the plan with principals. We will present the plan to you in November with an anticipated approval in November or early December. We will continue to finalize the plan with feedback. We'll communicate internally and externally. And then we will submit district plans to schools to begin planning school level development. So the schools have to develop a plan as well, but they cannot develop their plan until the district develops their plan. So in all, we have to submit a plan to the State Department by May of 2026. However, the schools will need the district plan in December because the schools will have to do the same thing that we did. Get community input from their stakeholders, do surveys, look at data of their schools. So it's a process. So that's why we're starting a little early for the principals to be able to do their work. So we have a team, or we will develop a team. Some of these members we already have. We are asking the board members to select, each of you select one person to serve on that team, and you can send that person's name, telephone number, or contact information directly to me or to Dr. White, and we reach out to those individuals and get them on that team. So if you look up here, you can see all the people that will be a part of this team. So as you know, we have established our vision for 2030, every student, every day, and our vision for our district. Every student, every day will experience excellent teaching that inspires, support, and empowers them to reach their maximum potential. So those are the things that we have agreed upon as a district, as our tagline and our vision. We will update our mission, and we will also update our beliefs as well, and we'll give those to you at our next meeting. Questions?
A lot of organizational work has been done already by Dr. Dukes and his team, so thank you for that.
Any questions? Thank you.
Moving on to item number 5 on the agenda, action items.
All right, action item, the first the team room. So the Maintenance, Property, and Grounds Committee voted unanimously to recommend to the board to approve a request to name that plaza outside the team room as Bob Pravat Plaza. So coming from the committee, that recommendation goes straight to the board. Some additional information that I would provide to you is that it was a citizens group that made this request. I think you have a copy of the letter in your materials. Principal at Gaffney High School is in agreement with the request. If approved, a plaque would be placed on the outside wall of the team room. It would be relatively modest and look like the other plaque that's on, the architectural plaque that's on the outside, and it would be of no cost to the school district, and the principal would be involved in approving whatever wording is on that plaque. And all of this is to accompany the relocation of that Pravat statue that's coming over from Limestone University. So is there any other questions? I'd be happy to try to answer them.
So any discussion?
I do have a question. This is in addition to the statue?
Yes, ma'am, the statue is like right beside that plaza area, and so the thought was that, you know, the Bob Pravat Plaza and his statue there is commemorating him as well, yes.
Any other questions or discussion?
This is just guidance, and we're gonna vote on this later, or
Ma'am?
No, we're voting tonight.
we are voting tonight on it?
Mm-hmm. Now, the plaque, you said it's going to be attached to the team room?
It'll be on the outside wall, yes, ma'am.
If I may, I don't wanna be negative, Nancy, but we've had so many people I know for me, during different times to ask for different places to be renamed. And I understand and I respect the gentleman that we do have the statue coming from. But at the same time, I have to be realistic. There are some community members that are not fond of it. Of course, with anything that we say or present, you'll have pros and cons, you know. And so I just want to look at those things that we've had, even Grenard School. We said we were going to name something after Grenard School. We even had Mr. Willie Jeffries to possibly have something on site named after him, and that was kind of pushed down. So that's why I'm reluctant. I think it's more than enough for us to provide. The statue is more than enough. That's just my personal take on it. And plus, Limestone is possibly coming back, so maybe, you know, they can name something there after him. That's just my personal preference.
Chairman of the Grounds Committee, is there any insight that you can give concerning this or wish to give?
I mean, I think the committee was just following up with the statute and with the location of it and just sort of tying it all together. That's sort of the basis behind it. And especially it's no cost to the school district. There's, I think, private donors are taking care of it, of the moving of the statue and the plaque, and so it's not gonna cost us, the school district, any funds.
I don't think it was the money necessarily, for me. It's not the money necessarily, just the principle behind it. I think we're doing more than enough to have the statue here, but again, I'm one of 9.
And now, how will this phase this, I don't know if we were here, I know Mr. Surratt may have been here, when they voted on extending that plaza kind of out. It was a second phase they voted on well, the board approved on doing. Now, will it affect that anyway, or is that on a totally different side?
You talking about enlarging the size of the plaza?
Yeah, you know, it was supposed to kind of, as a matter of fact, I might have a picture of that. It was supposed to kind of extend on out to the left with some tables and chairs and things like that out there. Were you on here, Jay, when they approved that? Oh, okay, before your time.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Off the
Yeah,
booster
we were
cover?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were here.
They
yeah.
extended it.
Yeah, they done
I mean,
did that.
it's
No,
still
not
off the, like if you're looking at
You
the
talking
booster
about
cover
inside the
off the
stadium?
right side.
outside.
There's supposed to be
This-
some more on there, I think.
Uh-huh,
and
it
added.
was.
I don't,
Here it is. It was supposed to extend out. But it's not on that side. Is that what you're saying? It's on this side here?
It is on the right side.
Oh, okay.
The statue is like where the grass and the sidewalk meet in that upper corner.
So right in here.
Right, it's not.
And then the
part-
plaque is gonna be back here.
Yeah, it'll be on the building back there somewhere.
Oh, okay. Can we move the plaque closer to the statue?
I mean, if it's on the building, we'll get it as close as we can to it, but, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you just put the name beside the statue? I mean, the name is gonna be on the statue itself.
I believe there's some kind of plaque on that statue. I don't remember what's on it.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got a picture
yeah.
too.
it may be just identifying who it is and,
His contributions.
it could have been, I don't know, just to tell you the
I
truth.
thought I had a
Yeah.
picture of that statue. Maybe not. Oh, yes, I do. No, it's just a statue. And then over to the side, on their wall, they have a plaque on this little, like, fencing area.
Yeah, so it would be similar to that.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's no place to put it on the statue, it's just the statue itself,
Okay. Maybe they can put something beside it.
so.
And again, I am not saying that we don't want the statue here or take it away from him. I just want to make sure that, you know, with the Grenard and then with the feedback of some of our community, that's just what I have.
Any other concerns? Or further discussion? Are we ready for a vote, or do you want to table and bring back a little bit later after discussion, or are we ready to vote? Ready to vote? Okay. All those who are in favor of naming the plaza outside of the team room, the Bob Privet Plaza, raise your hand. Those who are in favor. All those who are against. That is 6-3, the majority wins that vote.
Okay.
On to B.
Next item, item B. So again, this is coming from the Personnel Committee, who voted unanimously to recommend to the board placing any returning long-term substitutes who served in the classroom for the entire 24-25 school year on the teacher salary schedule at the bachelor's degree, 0 years of experience for 1 year only. And I believe I placed a note in your file about this one. These positions will continue to be posted, and the authorization for this would need to be revisited for 26-27 if it became necessary. And at this point in time, we're looking about 6 people.
Okay. This is coming out of your Personnel Committee, so is there any discussion? And again, it is the paper in your folder titled Action Item B. It gives the name of those 6 people that we're looking at. So is there any discussion?
I've got one. Have these individuals been notified, like if the positions are still posted? I mean, are we gonna be interviewing for them, and like, could they be let go mid-year?
That possibility exists should we find a qualified, certified candidate. Obviously, it's been very difficult,
Yeah.
so that's why we're in this position.
Exactly, yeah.
And also, Mr. Wilkins, after talking with Dr. Smith, is one lady on the list. She's passed 3 out of her 4 practices. So, and like Smitty said, she could pass the 4th for next month, and you know she'd be certified. So, I mean, obviously, we don't want to lose nobody that's that close. And the chances of us finding somebody before the December graduates are slim to none.
These haven't been in like the induction, they haven't started that process yet, have they? Those induction classes or?
It would have been, kind of watered down, and they would still have to do induction once you become certified. You have to do induction. You can go through that process, that 2-year process.
Dr. Smith, I just want to make sure that we've been fair to other folks that have come off the list previously, if we're allowing these folks.
We had several that went to the state of North Carolina because they had the score to be certified in North Carolina.
Okay.
We had several that went to charter schools, and gotten jobs, I mean, at the end of May, 1st of June. There's only 2 or 3 that, you know, that left, and I don't know their whereabouts right now, or, you know, what's going on with them.
but we were able to fill those positions with certified
Yeah,
folks.
everything's been filled, which was what we told them in September of last year. You know,
Right.
we fill it and then it's not your job, but if we don't fill it, then possibly come back in that role. And that's what these positions will be, in these uncertified roles that they served in last year.
Okay, that's fair. Thank
So
you.
these positions were not able to be filled, and these people were recommended by the principal of those schools to, or asked to be able to stay to fill the positions that were not able to be filled by a certified person. So the principal is in agreement with this list.
That's correct. The principal searched for others and could not find them and asked for
Still
these to
the
return.
expectation of the district that they try to get certified, and they continue to do everything they need to do to get that certification.
Any further discussion or questions? We're ready for a vote. All those who are in favor of our returning long-term substitutes, earning the salary of a first-year teacher with a bachelor's degree with 0 years of experience for 1 year only, raise your hand if you're in favor. That is unanimous.
Okay, also in your packet is a superintendent search proposed schedule. The Personnel Committee voted unanimously to recommend to the board to approve this superintendent search schedule. I would add to that after this schedule is approved, obviously there are steps that need to be put in place and dates secured for certain kinds of things like reviewing applications and all that kind of stuff. So there's some dialogue that needs to take place between now and executing this, but this schedule allows us to put that process in place. And in general, the process would begin in September, and the goal would be to finish up by mid-November.
This is a recommendation also coming from the Personnel Committee. Is there any discussion or questions?
Now, are we gonna be handling all this like internally? Okay.
Yes. Any other questions? So all those who are in favor of the superintendent search timeline, raise your hand. That is unanimous.
Okay, item D is authorization for investment of bond proceeds in the South Carolina Local Government Investment Pool. And it's actually all of the funds that we have that are held at the county level. So, once invested, our access to these funds takes no more than about 2 business days to get them back. I believe currently the funds are invested in money market, and by participating with local government investment pool, which is across the state of South Carolina, where school districts, cities, county governments, et cetera, those assets are pooled in a way that is safe, but returns, you get a higher rate of return. And we would like to be participating and taking advantage of that. So this will not impact our day-to-day operations. We make sure that we keep enough cash on hand to manage the monthly payrolls and for any other bills and things that come through. But that's where we are with. The purpose of this action is to obtain a better rate on our investment by pooling our resources. So this is a recommendation from the administration. It does need a motion and a second.
Okay. Can we get a motion for the authorization for investment of bond proceeds in the South Carolina Local Government Investment Pool?
I make a motion, we authorize the investment of bond proceeds in the South Carolina Local Government Investment Pool.
Motion, Ms. Goldman?
Second.
Second, Mr. Surratt. Any discussion or questions?
I think I saw we could access this after just a couple of days if we needed to,
Yeah, that was important to us, be able to get our hands back on the money. Yes, sir.
if we need to. Okay.
All those who are in favor? That's unanimous.
Okay, great. Moving to item D is approval of a general obligation bond resolution. This recommendation does come from the Maintenance, Property, and Grounds Committee. They voted unanimously to recommend to the board that we approve this general bond obligation resolution. Additional information about it would be that the action the board took earlier this year when it passed the general fund budget and the capital budget included a bond referendum which was sufficient for any kind of debt service millage increase that might be needed without any further action. In spite of that, or in making sure we're completely transparent, I know the board would like to bring this forth more openly so that we know, everyone knows exactly what we're doing. So, Mr. Peter Wilkins, the chair of the Maintenance, Property, and Grounds Committee, submitted a letter to you regarding the justification for this request. And I also included for your information a worksheet showing what the impact of a 3 mil increase would be. So before I look at the resolution, let me kind of hit the highlights of Mr. Wilkins's letter. On behalf of the Maintenance and Property Grounds Committee, he presented this information for your perusal concerning the 3 mil increase. The capital millage rate in Cherokee County School District has not increased in more than 15 years. In 2009, it increased from 26 to 30 mils. Prior to that, in 2008, it was 11.6 mils. And where we are now in the school district in terms of our capital needs warrants increased funding for this, for meeting those needs, not just now immediately, but also setting us up for being able to meet a lot of those capital needs without further dramatic tax increases like the ones that was proposed in the last referendum. So we're trying to avoid that situation. We're trying to meet the immediate needs of today as well as the needs of the future. So this addresses essential repairs, maintenance, and modernization of our many aging buildings. You all saw that report from 3 or 4 years ago. It invests in safety upgrades and energy efficiency improvements and needed facility enhancements. And it prepares us for future capital projects and potential construction of new schools to accommodate our growing student population. And I think that you will be exercising some visionary kinds of decision making if you're able to accommodate this. So the resolution you have in your packet basically states, there's a lot of whereases there, okay? But the essence of it is in the 1, 2, 3, 4th paragraph where it says, whereas the board has been informed that the repayment of approximately $10,900,000 would require a debt service millage increase of approximately 3 mils. So this will increase the amount of dollars that we have on an annual basis for meeting our needs, and will put us in a position to better meet the needs in the future of more expensive kinds of capital projects. So once again, it is a recommendation coming from the Maintenance, Property, and Grounds Committee. They voted unanimously to approach the board with that recommendation.
So as a recommendation from our grounds committee, to move from 30 meals to 33 meals, is that correct? Yes, 30 meals to 33 meals. So, any discussion?
So this would help prepare us for future major capital building projects.
Yes, ma'am, this is a step in that direction. As far as the future is concerned, it's designed to help put us in a position where we don't have to ask for 20, 30, 40 mil increase to build a new school.
Any other questions or discussion?
I have a question. So that specific increase is gonna go directly to that department?
It goes straight to capital. It
Yes.
does not go to the general fund.
It cannot be used for general fund expenditures, that's
Okay.
correct.
Making sure. Thank you.
Other questions? So all those who are in favor of increasing the millage from 30 to 33, or in favor of the general obligation bond sale resolution, all those in favor of the general obligation bond sale resolution, raise your hand. That is unanimous.
So, thank you very much.
Okay, we move on to item number 6, our interim superintendent's report.
Interim superintendent report. So I know there's been a lot of talk about federal funding, particularly the title plans coming out of the government. Well, this past Friday was the last Friday that we were not working. And on that day, I discovered Saturday, a letter from our state superintendent of education, who said, I want to personally share the encouraging news that the U.S. Department of Education has officially released the remaining Title I funds, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then I saw on the news the next day, the total, I think, across the U.S. was something like $15 billion. So I wouldn't say we're totally out of the woods yet, but we're very optimistic about not having any kinds of mid-year cuts in federal funds for the 25-26 school year. So we feel good about that. Are there
That's
any
great.
questions in that?
It's great news.
Yeah. The other thing would be a little bit of a staffing update. Could you kind of tell us where we are?
Yeah, after, tonight, if all personnel are approved, we'll be, 4 positions short. 3 science and 1 music, so.
Picked up 2 math teachers to
Picked up two
about
math
an
teachers.
hour before this meeting.
Well, you better pick up another one, because Dad and Miller just lost one.
Huh?
Yeah.
Since an hour ago?
Since we met earlier, I went and made my roundabouts, and I got with it that.
David down there.
I know, right? Gotta stop making them
I call
rounds.
it dose of reality.
But even if it's 5, great
No, that's good. I mean, that's
position,
unbelievable.
what we were in last year.
Right.
So, that's good deal.
And you said it was how many science?
3, 2 8th grade science at Yankee Middle, and then 1 at Copeland. Middle
Okay.
School.
Yeah,
So
and
those have been posted, and, you know, obviously there's Elevate, we don't wanna use Elevate, we don't have to, but, I mean, that's an option.
we're prepared for that, so.
And what was the other one, the fourth one? Not his, but the fourth?
It was music, it was music.
Music, okay.
Yeah, music, so
Okay.
3 core classrooms, all science, and then 1 special area.
So kudos to our principals and
Yeah.
kudos to the HR folks for all that hard work. Now, I know it's early and principals are registering students, and it's been my experience that the sky is falling in terms of the number of kids we're gonna have. And indeed, the sky might fall and more kids might show up than what we anticipate. But we will be monitoring that as closely as we can and making whatever adjustments we need to make as quickly as we can. If it involves we have too many people in this school and not enough people in that school, or if we need to add folks to our list of hires, et cetera. So I don't have any specifics to give you, but we're watching it.
Now, the young lady that was on our list on action item B, she was science at Ola Copeland. Would that take care of this one, or is there still another position
No,
available?
That's the middle, that was the high school, the one you're referring to.
Uh-huh.
This is a middle school science.
Oh,
She's
okay.
in the middle and a high.
Okay, wow. Okay.
Calendar of events review, your next board meeting is Monday, August 11th, and that would be a regular board meeting date, except that is not a regular board meeting. You will recall back in the late spring, the board approved 2 days for your visioning and planning, and you've had that first day back in June, and your second day will be on August the 11th. I think we're going to be meeting in the resource room here. But again, there's no action. That's a planning and visioning meeting for you. August the 4th is the first day teachers will be back. What is that? A week from today. Yeah, bingo, bango, bongo. Thursday the 7th will be our convocation. We start at 10 o'clock that day. And that's also the day for open house, and the times are the same as they have been in the past, and we've advertised those a lot, and we'll continue to do that. Speaking of that, there should be something in both radio media and print media this week regarding everything that has to do with our schools, and a QR code, and all the numbers that they need, and all the supply lists that they need. Everything should be out there, and plenty of time for the tax-free weekend, et cetera, okay? So we've made tremendous effort to do that. It's also on our website, and then it'll be on schools' websites and all as well. Monday, August the 11th, will be a meeting for our GT parents and students at BD Lee, their new location there, and then the 12th is the first day for students. And I don't know about y'all, but we're all looking forward to Labor Day weekend. And that's Monday the 1st of this year. And our schools and offices will be closed, and that's my report.
What time is the GT event?
It starts at 5:15.
And it's at BD Lee.
It's at BD Lee.
Now, has it been communicated, the new, I know it has, but the new arrival time for students?
Yes, sir.
Have we got anything in place where if they some late or, you know, miss the bus or first week or two for an adjustment period or?
Always first few days of school.
Just because
It wouldn't matter
the new arrival
if we could start
times.
at 10 o'clock, somebody'd be late, so. And I don't mean that in an ugly way, but traffic is bad. Somebody like me, a grandparent taking kids to school for the first time, I go in the out section of it, so.
Well, our daughter volunteered for some other stuff, so she's gotta be there where this.
Yeah,
She's gonna be there.
so, yeah. And I meet with principals tomorrow, and we'll remind them of all of this and do our best to be as customer friendly and understanding as we can.
All right, if nothing else, we move on to item number 7, executive session. I ask for a motion to enter executive session concerning personnel matters for the purpose of discussing the employment, discipline, release, or hearing requests of an employee or employees of the district, property matters, legal advice, and student discipline.
Make the motion we enter into executive session of aforementioned what you just said.
Motion, Ms. Gallman.
Second.
Second, Mr. Greer. All those in favor? We are in executive session. For a motion to return to open session.
I make a motion to return to open session.
Motion, Ms. Gallman.
Second.
Second, Ms. Shackelford. All those in favor? We are now in open session. Action is needed from executive session. Any action?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I would like to make a motion, that we, decline to hear, the request from the former employee, to have a hearing before the board in terms of a grievance.
The motion is from Ms. Shackelford that we decline to have a hearing before the board for a classified employee's grievance. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Wilkins. All those in favor to decline this hearing, raise your hand. That is 6 to decline. Oh, I'm sorry, 5 to decline to hear. All those who would have wanted the hearing, please raise your hand. 4. So that is the majority. We will not have the hearing for that classified employee. On to item number 9, personnel recommendations.
I make a motion we approve the personnel recommendations given by the superintendent.
There is a motion from Ms. Gallman to approve all personnel recommendations on behalf of Dr. White and Dr. Smith. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Matt B. Any discussion? All those who are in favor? That is Mr. Cash, Mr. Greer, Mr. Matt B., Ms. Shackelford, Ms. Gallman, and Mr. Wilkins. Those who are not in favor of those recommendations. That is myself, Mr. Surratt, and Ms. Shippey. It carries with the majority. Item number 10, any announcements? No announcements from the board at this time. Just a reminder of the convocation, welcoming back our teachers, our staff on August the 7th at 10 a.m. This year is going to be held in the gymnasium here at Gaffney High School, so I hope to see some of you there. At this moment, I will accept a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion, Ms. Shackelford.
Second.
Second, Mr. Wilkins. All those who are in favor, that is unanimous. We stand adjourned.